After war, the peacemaking. This time we seek more than the redrawing of frontiers and the punishment of guilty nations. In Paris, statesmen talk. But do you remember in these pictures from 1919 how they talked in the Hall of Mirrors at Versailles? Sincere men made a peace there, but there were to be other conferences seen in these League of Nations pictures from Geneva. There were other men. Remember France's sinister Pierre Laval? From 1919 to 1939, there was no lack of conferences. There was also this. Men of action, gangsters masquerading as politicians, Benito Mussolini and the ranting Austrian corporal. They satisfied a lust for power while the men of peace looked on and talked. The race to war began here when the Nazis took over Austria. And after it all, the blood and toil, the sweat and tears of war at last brought another peace and yet another conference. But today, while this very conference sits in Paris, while men are talking of the way to peace, there is still this. In Argentina, the menace of militaristic-minded General Peron. Spain's General Franco, Europe's last fascist dictator, maintains his rule by force. From Trieste, a new name, Yugoslavia's Marshal Tito. Strongly censured by America and Britain, Tito's Yugoslav frontiers are new storm centers, new danger spots for Britain's soldiers. And from India, civil war talk by Muslim leaders has provoked more terrors. Lastly, China. First to suffer war, last to know peace. The common peoples fought not for hatred, but for humanity. Let the statesmen call a halt. Let them consider where they are leading. A world can be created on humanity, justice, and peace. Remember, it must be one world or none.